Do it one more time.
Screwed up the last part.
Do it one more time.
Let me.
You got it again. Get that ow. You got to get that ow.
Yeah. I did it up. Sorry. One more time. Sorry. My name is Buddy Woodbury, and I'm the host of the W Hunting Supply Podcast. I'll also be your host in the world of hounds and the icon of the North American wilderness, me. We'll talk about tactics, hounds, conservation, hounds, and we'll also bring you into some of the wildest country on the planet, chasing hounds.
Nailed it.
Dude. Mad props, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, good job.
You from Arkansas?
No. Should I be?
Dude, how long do you think, as quick as Garmin called us that day, how fast do you think it'll take Clay to text or message? We should take bets.
I hope he doesn't come find me. And people of Arkansas, nothing personal. I really love the accent.
Oh,
dude, he's got a cool mustache, though. Have you
He
seen
does.
the new mustache?
Yeah.
I always think of Clay Newcomb 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I saw him all trimmed up and clean,
no,
he's gonna get
exactly.
stashed.
Wait until I wonder how long until Meat Eater sends a cease and desist letter. They bought Bear Hunter
Dude.
magazine, the Bear Hunting Magazine podcast. So they bought it. Now they own that. They're like, oh.
Are you gonna frame that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Hang it
like,
up in
I
the
am not
shop?
accepting. Would you guys frame it for me? So when you bring that cease and desist, when the lawyer's over here, I'll be like, he's at the door. I'm like, no, is it framed? I want it framed and signed. Go straight to the wall.
The whole Meat Eater crew.
Yeah, exactly. Get everybody to sign it, and I'm gonna put that one on the
Mingus
wall.
and Fern and all of them. Yeah.
Oh man, oh that was good.
I don't know. That's not really our speed, though.
No, I think we.
That was like kicking a slow horse down the trail.
So that was just the start. That was just the warm up, right? Shannon,
Yeah.
she's not looking happy.
Put your Nikes on, Shannon.
I got an idea that we're gonna do for it's April 1st.
I don't like your ideas.
So we're all jokes today. Are you feeling okay?
Do I have another option?
No, you don't got any option.
You're Shannon.
You gonna tie me to
You
a
got
chair?
this.
Sometimes I'm glad I'm not educated.
Yeah, no, you're part of this, Andrew. You already got your homework. You're in on it. I want to try to spoof another podcast intro. See, that was too slow. That was easy. We just had to get one guy. There's one more challenging out there that I want to try and spoof. My goal is to do it real time on this podcast. Do you think we can do it?
I don't know. How much time do I have?
Not much. We'll see.
Shit.
So let me get my phone connected up. Hold on. We're going to listen to this podcast. So everybody has their part, and we're going to try and recreate this podcast. But we're going to put our spin on it. We're going to put a little fun Jason.
Because we were the second one.
We weren't the first. We were the second. If you're not
Yeah.
first, you're second. So we've kind of been brainstorming. I was up last night, and I was like, you know what? We're going to try this. Here's us trying, and it may not work out. This may be the stupidest podcast ever, and I apologize. But it's April 1st, and so whatever.
It's a train wreck.
If I don't fall on my face, we didn't do it right. All right. Let me get the sound. Let me get my phone connected. Everybody's listening, and we're going to work on building. We're going to recreate from the ground up with our listeners in good spirit. This is the first. This little shot over there, right? We're just going to throw a fun shot. We're going to be picking on a lot of podcasts today. We started with Clay. Well, now it's the next turn. So, I'm set up, Jason. Are you ready?
Right.
My phone's in airplane
I
mode.
don't know if I am or not.
Last time I got a bill collector call when we meet Jason.
Oh, no joke.
Turkin.
They're coming to repo my truck this afternoon.
The Dodge is like, are you going to make that payment on the Dodge? I'm like, ah. So I was like, I got to put that phone in airplane mode before this is really embarrassing. Okay. Here we go. Think of the stuff we need to do for this.
Discount code
Hold on.
SN20 at checkout for 20% off.
Whatever that was.
20% off.
Yeah. No, we're on.
The Houndsman XP podcast
Yes,
is
skip it.
fueled.
This is the wrong one. I got to skip it. Where are we at? Okay, 1, 33.
Fuel your
Hold on.
hounds and fight for your freedoms.
All right, we'll give them a
Fueled
little
by
bit of ad
joy.
first. Free ad. All right, here we go. Right here. Okay, the dog's barking. We gotta get the dog here. Coon squall. Okay, I gotta stop it now. Okay, I got a video of my dogs barking. I gotta record that real quick. Hold on. Get the sound. We're gonna screw this up. We are so gonna screw this up.
Where's the faith?
Oh, just hang tight. Okay. Is that right? Oh, there we go. Just be quiet, guys. Oh, I talk. Can you edit that out?
Yeah.
If I quit talking, can you edit it out?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me when you got enough.
Yeah, I think we're good there.
Can you loop it?
Yeah, I can loop
Oh,
it.
perfect.
Okay, we got. Okay, there's the dogs barking.
There's the coon squall in there, though. Like the
Olivia,
Yeah. I think I'm ready. I've never done this before, but I think I'm ready.
we have made her never, ever touch a coon squaller in her life, and she's got to do this. So
I kind of
gotta
forgot we
mute
even
everybody
sold
because
them.
I know we're all going to be
this is called
laughing.
raw.
Let me mute everybody. I gotta. This is gonna be so messed up.
Or you're gonna
Don't
pick us all
wait,
up.
wait. Everybody's got to get muted. Everybody's got to get muted because we're gonna. I want to get good, clean audio because we're gonna be laughing at her. Okay. Here we go. I muted me. Okay, Olivia, you ready? Here we go.
I don't know if I can.
Hold on. Take a second. Just breathe.
Stop looking at me then. I don't know what. Okay. Just go for it. Just like. This is so stupid.
Come on. Oh. Come on, go. Go. Okay. Oh.
You trying to call a duck?
So next time you have a coon hunting adventure, you know who to call.
Yeah, I'm taking you on a night hunt with me.
Do we gotta do that again, Shannon, or is you got it?
No, I think I can make it work.
Spike it.
You need some practice, Olivia.
I thought I did great. I would say my natural abilities are pretty strong.
Oh no.
For the first time, yeah, you didn't do bad.
Oh.
We got the magic of audio editing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that down.
We're gonna test Shannon's skills on this.
Oh man. Okay.
And my patience.
Next, we got the next section here. We've
What's
already lost
next?
listeners. We lost one.
Yep, they weren't excited to be
We're
here.
excited to be here. All right. Okay. Now I got to get back to my phone here. This is either we're going to make the worst podcast in the world or people are going to enjoy it. I don't know.
We hope this is worth the laugh for you guys when it's all done and over.
We should tell people April Fools first. We not even. It's like this is the April Fools. We should tell them first. Okay. Oh, back to the. Okay, Andrew, you're gonna be next.
This is the Houndsman XP Podcast.
All right, Andrew, you ready? Let me get you. You got to say it. You got your line ready, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the W Hound Podcast.
Okay. Good. Gonna keep playing.
Good dog, get that bird. Get that bird in here.
Okay. What?
Larry's got better dogs than me.
Yeah. That's the Catholic part of some of these. I'm like, man, these are nice guys. I'm sorry, Larry. Oh,
You got better dogs than us. Just saying.
Yeah. So instead of good dogs, we thought about going with the thing. Jason, it's me and you. Everybody else muted. Okay. Me and you ready? 3,
I'm ready.
2, I'm recording.
That's trash.
You gotta give it
Oh,
a
no.
minute.
No, it's trash. That's no good.
Get up,
Yeah.
you some bitch.
Okay.
You some bitch.
I have a different accent like Bear. When I talk
Oh,
to
my
dogs,
gosh.
it's different.
Okay.
Got a little bit more southern to it.
It's got some twang to it.
There we go. All right. I think Andrew's next again. Let me get. Andrew, just chime in when you're ready.
The original podcast
The
for the
second-rate
complete
podcast
houndsman.
for the incompetent houndsman.
Okay.
Perfect.
This is my favorite part of their whole intro coming up, man. I don't know what this guy's saying. I don't even know who it is.
It's Seth.
It's
gotta be.
It's gotta be Seth.
I can't hardly hear it, but I'm pretty sure it's Seth.
I can't. I want to be like, "We're yelling something." So there's that. Like there, you were telling me.
I sent you the clip.
All right, let me. I
if you
honestly
can get
don't
it.
know what he's. Does anybody tell what he's saying? Did we already play it? I'll play it for everybody, and then we got to recreate this.
How to go, Justin Hyde! We're gonna get him! We're gonna get him!
We're gonna get him.
Yeah, I got that part, but I can't get the first part.
How do you recreate chaos?
And we need some background. Like, can you bring Bear's
Let's do that
fire?
real quick. What'd you say?
To bring out
who
Bear's
talking
fire.
to?
Oh,
Oh.
Like for the background noise, because you're in like a buggy or something.
we were joking about the fire on bears. He's gonna hear this. I want to. Oh well. I'm gonna pick on him twice. We're gonna pick on Bear twice on this one because I already got a plan for him. I need to. You listen to Bear's podcast. He has that fire in it.
Shannon is gonna beat
That
you.
fire
to a
is
bloody
so
pulp.
freaking loud, Shannon. Like it's like. Anyways,
There's a reason I'm
Who
drinking
did
right
that?
now.
Oh, you muted me.
no, you're good. I want to recreate the fire. Like I don't know if we should get that sound. Can we wrinkle something? Perfect. There you go. Do it again. Do it for like 10 seconds, 5 seconds. That's our fire in the background. Okay, you got that.
Yep.
And then we need
You
to do
got
the
the
yelling.
clip.
Yeah, I got the clip.
I got your. Okay, no, hold on. Let me get that ready to play.
I just
Jason,
sent it
it's
to
on my
you.
phone. You email it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna YouTube.
I don't know what we're yelling about! Loud noises!
We need some background noise.
We got-
Where
we-
were you guys?
Well, yeah, we're
Shannon's
gonna get the.
edit the fire. So Olivia just made fire like Bears. We're trying to imitate Bears podcast with the fire, the crackling fire that stays going way too long, which I'm gonna talk to Bear about later. And then we're gonna blend those together. Okay. Andrew, you're gonna be back up. Let me
Right
get you.
on.
Hold on.
The podcast that represents our lifestyle of extreme performance.
Hold on. Okay, Andrew, let me get you ready. Let me mute. Ready? You get by your mic. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
The podcast that represents our lifestyle of extreme underperformance.
Jason, did you
Sell
approve
it,
all
Andrew.
these?
I didn't approve crap.
Hey, I just get a script.
I just told him we are not the first, we are not the best, so let's make something sound good.
Oh my God. Okay, we are going to. If we don't get their attention,
We're going to podcast hell.
we're going.
We
to
already are in podcast hell.
Okay, I think I
Shane
need
is
to.
in
Wait till
podcast
later
now.
in the episode.
All right, all right.
All in good fun.
You sent me a link to this.
I emailed it to you too.
Let's
You
see.
don't know
Uniting
who it is,
houndsmen
though.
across the
Whoa,
globe.
whoa, whoa. There's that one. Let me.
This clip.
This
do I
is
need
so
to explain
hard.
it
I'm
to
gonna.
you?
I am this up, man. All right.
Do
Okay.
you know what this
That-
is?
YouTube ready. Let me get the phone connected. I don't even know. What is this?
It's Ric Flair. Did you never watch wrestling, dude?
No, I haven't. What kind of wrestling?
Did you have a grandma? All grandmas in that age bracket watched wrestling.
Who
Ric
is that?
Flair,
Rick?
he's a professional.
Do you know who Ric Flair
No,
is?
no, I
The
know.
Nature
Ric
Boy.
Flair?
You know who Ric Flair is, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't lie to me on here.
all
No,
right,
no.
all right. I've seen some pro
Don't try to
wrestling.
act cool. You either know or you don't. It's like this whole episode. If you know, you know.
I don't know, but it's a good clip. Okay.
Not all of us grew up in Grants Pass.
Hey, I'm just saying. What about
Oregon.
Rowdy Piper? He's from your neck of the woods. You know who that is?
Seattle,
Come on.
man.
No.
Okay. Oh,
You guys kill me.
we're already at 50. We're going to be so
Do I
over
look
on
like I
time.
was a wrestling fan?
No. But I tried to pull that press down. You
I
got to
don't look like you drive race cars either.
Oh, shit. Shannon,
think
we're going to
that'll
have so
fit.
much fun. Okay. We got next up. We got to get Andrew ready. Hold on, Andrew. Listen, I think I already played a little bit, so you just got to get the tempo.
Globe, from east to west, north to south.
You know, if you're going to catch a
Whoa! I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, Andrew, are you ready? You got your paper there? Okay.
Embarrassing houndsmen across the globe, from east to west and foot to mouth.
Okay.
at our
Do
line,
that on a daily basis.
you know, you have to have teamwork.
Okay, we got this one. Me and this one.
Was that Gary?
Yeah. Roberson. Carnivore
Robertson
TV.
from Carnivore TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's him.
Sorry, Gary. I'm not. When I do this, I got this section here. There was a kid like 20 years ago, and he talked like this. His name was Crazy Bobby, and so I have. Don't worry about it, Jason. We're good. There's barking
All
dogs
right.
in here. We're gonna have barking dogs in there. They're gonna blend right in. I don't know what you're
Sorry,
worried
that
about
new
right
pup
now.
is like.
Everyone's
not
got
having
barking dogs in their podcast.
You can't even tell. Like, oh.
it. Let me know when you hear the kids screaming.
So there was this guy. His name was we called him Crazy Bobby, and he was crazy. And he would he talked like this. He never spent a day in the South. Like he never spent a day in the South. Like this. And he go, baby, if you want to go catch a bear, we're just gonna go catch a bear. If you want to go catch a cat, we gonna go catch a cat. So I call my truck the White Hearst, cause when it rolls, something's gonna die. He said, I mean, that's a true story.
and never walked out of Oregon.
Dude, it was in Washington. Anybody
that's even
been
worse.
around a long time knows exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm going to be careful. I don't think he listens to the podcast. I think he got out of dogs. But he wasn't all there. And I another quick story real quick. One time I was up there hunting. And this is when I first started. I was up there, and I come around this corner, and there's Crazy Bobby. And I got my dogs down. I'm roading them. And I'm talking 20 years ago. You know, this is a long time ago. Maybe 15, whatever. And I come around the corner, and here's him. He goes, "Hey, buddy, have you seen my dogs?" I'm like, nope. He goes, "I let them out to take a shit, and they gone. They must be running a bear." Anyways, I got to do my voice over here. I'll try that one more time because I'm not sure if I got it for you. God, I don't want to do this. If you want to catch a cat, we's going to catch a cat. Now, you want to go catch a bear? That dog is going to go catch a bear. Okay. Sorry, Gary. I'm sorry. We're going to move on. Oh, man.
Hey, how come Andrew gets all the
We
good
take
parts?
you to the wildest places on earth.
Okay, Andrew, you're up. You got your next one.
We take you to the mildest places on earth.
That's what we do. We're soft around here.
We're soft.
Mild places.
Okay. Oh, we got one that me and Jason, are you ready?
Oh, let me
This is
hear
ours.
it one time.
I got me and you signed up for this one.
Can I hear it first?
So how many days a week do you spend up there?
As much as I can, to be honest with you. Anytime that I get, I'm out there.
Okay.
That's Calvin. He's going to be on Steve's podcast in a couple weeks.
Is he?
Yeah, he just told me he did one with Steve.
Does he have a good sense of humor, Jason?
I'm pretty sure he's got pretty good sense of humor.
Okay.
If not, Calvin, sorry.
My bad.
All
All right, everybody quiet. Let's try this again. So what kind of dogs you hunt, Jason?
To be honest with you, I only hunt dogs from superior genetics.
You sure about that?
Well,
it's a lot.
It's opposite day, so.
What is that? What is that dog
April Fool's is
where it
different.
said that the something determined that's a lie?
Maury.
Oh.
Maury Povich.
Yeah, what did he say? What did he say? The test.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, let me pretend every once in a while I got a good dog.
We're almost done here. We gotta keep going. I think who's up next?
Join us for every heart-pounding adventure on Houndsman XP.
Andrew, take it away.
Again,
I'll tell you like I tell it.
Hold on.
Join us for every face-planting adventure on the Hound Podcast.
Okay.
There you go.
Everyone else, I'm going to hunt whether you're here or not, so you might as well be
Don't
here.
you dare mess with Shorty.
What are we gonna do with Shorty?
Poor Shorty.
Poor Shorty.
He fights bulls for a living, buddy. Like, he will tear you up. You know that, right?
I got this clip here, and
I wish we had that other audio clip Shannon saved from our podcast with Shorty. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
oh, we should have gone back, and we don't
I
have
could make
time
a
to do
comment
that.
about that one.
Which one?
The
about
one
the
where
clip.
the Coors Lights couldn't hold on.
Oh, he's taking a piss outside of his truck while we're doing a podcast.
I remember.
I'm going to throw Andrew under the bus here.
No, it's raining out here.
He was out there pissing.
I'm not allowed inside.
We just hear this little stream.
Because we don't have the right headphones. We got him on a
I
weird
don't
mic.
think it was a little stream. Come on.
He's got a
But we heard it for sure.
he's got a mic that he's listening to because we sent that extra mic over to you, Jason. So he's on a different mic because I sent my extra mics to you. So you can go. You're gonna go try and do what's his name?
We're trying to set it up with Sonny Turner.
Sonny Turner. You're going to try and do Sonny Turner if you can this weekend. So I sent you some extra mics, but so Jason's outside with him outside. Anyways, here's the clip for I'm sorry, Shorty. Here we go. YouTube. Hold on, I got to get the YouTube.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. You know?
That is my favorite movie.
It's your favorite movie?
Yes, that's my favorite movie.
Love it. I can see that.
Oh.
I can quote almost all of it.
I think that's everything. I think with that, we
get after it,
Shannon. How long can it take you to spice that together?
I don't know, like an hour?
We're live. We don't have a freaking hour.
I don't know. Figure it out.
No,
Just
you
do
got
the best you can.
20 minutes.
God damn it.
20 minutes. I'll get the files, pull the files off. Just do it. Slap it together quick. Okay?
I'll see what I can do.
All right, get on it. Olivia, could you give us some hold music while we wait? We're going to stop here. We're going to put things on hold. You're going to take these files, Shannon. You got to scramble because we are, no shit, it's 3 o'clock Thursday.
Before
We've got more podcasts to do, dude. We got to finish this podcast.
Sorry, Shannon.
Okay.
We all love you.
Let's get our hold music.
Do you need accompaniment?
Yes,
Olivia?
please. Yeah.
Some music to
A
go
little
with
duet.
it.
Janet, you got shit to do. Go, take your headset off. Go. No, you're not playing it over the phone, Jason.
No, we're
She's
duetting.
singing with it. She needs like some tone.
No,
whatever.
I need Jason Doobie to accompany me. Should we do like a little countdown?
If I knew the whole thing.
Just look up the lyrics. You should know this.
Good Lord. What's the name of it? I don't even know the name.
It's Oil Patch Town by Chris Knight. How do you not know our hold music?
Because I knew it was Chris Knight, but I didn't know the name of the song.
I think we should change our hook.
Got $6. It's
That's enough for a beer run.
Now all we need is someone to do the buying. My buddy Landell, he ain't never got no money, but he drinks the most beer every time.
Olivia, you stop.
All
All right. Be quiet.
She get it done?
Do it quiet so we can splice this back in. All right, we're back. Did you enjoy the hold music? Hopefully. All right.
Don't judge me.
We should. Whenever we go out and cut trees down on the podcast, we should just let the Anyways, that's an inside joke. Shannon?
Yeah.
How confident do you feel about this?
Sure.
You're
30
quiet.
seconds
Pull your
of editing.
headset closer. Try it again.
Sure.
Sure.
I don't know. I hope it's good enough.
All
You
right.
didn't give me a lot of time.
If you fuck this up, you're done.
You're done. See, you gonna fire me for it?
You got it loaded?
No, he's not gonna fire you for it.
No.
What file is it? I'm gonna go on my computer phone.
If anyone's getting fired,
it is not Shannon.
It's Andrew for taking a piss during the podcast.
Here we go. Recreated by yours truly, Shannon. April Fools 2022. Oh damn!
Sounds good.
We found this music on royalty-free music. It's free.
This is the W Hound Podcast.
Point set. That's trash. That's no good.
Get off! Get off! Yeah!
Son bitch.
The second-rate podcast for the incompetent houndsman.
I don't know what we're yelling about! Loud noises!
The podcast that represents our lifestyle of extreme underperformance. Embarrassing houndsmen across the globe, from east to west and foot to mouth.
If you want to catch a cat, we's going to catch a cat. Now, you want to go catch a bear, that dog's going to go catch a bear.
We take you to the mildest places on earth.
What kind of dogs you hunt, Justin?
To be honest with you, I only hunt dogs from superior genetics.
Join us for every face-planting adventure on the Hound Podcast.
Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
Oh shit, Shannon. You're
Oh, shit. That's legit.
That was good. Oh my god.
Oh, that was epic, Shannon.
Good job, Shannon.
So I still have a job?
So you got a job. You got a job where you want. There's another podcast going to try and hire you right now.
For what you get given?
Oh
man.
Dude.
Yes.
People, somebody needs to make a Will Smith reference to this right now. It's going to be like
Our podcast slaps.
Yeah, it's going to be like, keep my podcast out of your mouth.
This is the greatest night in the history of podcasting.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's too good. Oh, I gotta take. Okay.
That's funny.
We pulled it off. Shannon, good job.
Thank you.
Olivia, you rocked the squalor.
Thank you.
Andrew, you're like our voiceover person. You nailed Clay and the Houndsman XP one.
Good job.
Oh, we
if you
should
ever
just
need a
continue
Clay
on.
Newcomb impersonator to come to your event.
Yeah, exactly. You probably impersonate.
He's got
Clay
the beard
Newcomb.
right now.
He's going to get a job with Meat Eater next.
Oh,
Look,
my
they're going
gosh.
to get Andrew, and we're all going to be sitting here still.
More like Meat Weaker.
Somebody needs to make that meme on the pod, like the Will Smith meme. It's like,
what? A meme?
Meme.
Oh, no.
No, not the
Not this
memes.
conversation
Oh,
again.
the Will
I've had
Smith.
it.
They always come up with them stupid things on the internet. Be like, and just be like, keep my podcast name out of your fucking mouth. Oh. All right, we got some more feathers to ruffle up. We're gonna pick on all the podcasts that we can. So we got a couple more, but before we do, we've got some bills to pay, guys. We are not
Lots
done.
of them.
We got to pay some bills.
All right. Well, coming up, we've got a new sponsor. And
we
this
got
is
a 12-minute pre-roll to go through.
Well, at least, I'm going to say. It might go a little longer, but it's
Okay.
worth it.
Well, let's try to get 12 minutes out.
We want to introduce the new scent. So, like, it's a fragrance. It's a beard balm.
Oh, sorry. I pushed the button early.
Easy, killer. It's a beard balm. You can use it as a trapping lure in a pinch. And this is the Reputation fragrance by DU Supply.
Cedar, pine, and fir blend seamlessly together in this luxurious oil-based formula. For the hairiest of conditions and the hairiest of men, Reputation Scent and Beard Conditioner revitalizes and refreshes. Apply in the early morning before you hit the woods for all-day sex appeal.
Andrew.
Or before a date to ensure a successful hunt. W's Reputation Cologne is...
Andrew.
What? I'm doing the voiceover thing right now.
That's not how you spell reputation.
Yes, it is.
Okay, spell it.
Fine, I will. R...
$6.99, bottle of cologne and a t-shirt.
Okay.
Get them while they're wrong. The Misprint Collection from W.
Did a good job, Andrew.
That was a good plug, I think.
I think so. All right.
That was Andrew's first big assignment.
Let's not get excited too much. We still got more pre-roll to do.
Yeah.
I felt so bad about those shirts.
We did really those shirts up.
They were really bad.
And we really did sell them all.
We did. We got all of those sold. That was a true story. We really messed up spelling shirts, so we made April Fools around that misspelled shirt. All right, next we got 12 minutes of pre-roll to go. What's our next one, Jason?
Well, we've got another.
This is not. Let's just push the button. Let's just go.
I want to introduce the Alpha 200 and the TT20 tracking collar. This thing's going to have amazing features.
Now this is a multi-purpose training collar. Not only does it train the dogs, it also allows the dogs to train you. You ever seen one of those submarine movies? Bloop, bloop. Basically, that's what we got on this thing. It's pretty sweet.
You'll be able to tell what the track conditions change. It goes from a cold trail to a hot track. You'll be able to see that on the dial, and the dog can tell you. You'll be able to abort missions.
Say, for instance, Dink can send a message and say, "Hey, Penny's running a deer over there. You better shock her."
How many times you woke up and looked over at your wife and said, "Honey, I'm just going out for a quick hunt"? How'd that work out for you? Well, no longer missing any more kids' birthday parties. No more missing your best friend's wedding. Heck, no more missing the wedding to your future ex-wife. With the Alpha 200, you can be back in time by just setting the difficulty to easy. If you got all day and you want to hunt for a hard hunt and get some exercise, easily set it to blisters and bruises, and I guarantee you your feet will be begging for an easier hunt next time you go out.
Sponsored number 2 or 3. What was that?
Oh, I think we're only on number 2. We got a bunch more to go though. We got time, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got another hunting supply company here.
I'm starting to get impatient though.
Yeah, I know you are. You're super impatient.
It's hot here. We're doing this way. It's hot. If we mess this up, like we're rolling a whole different way up. This is a live podcast, basically. All right. What's our next sponsor?
Well, if you're looking for a second-rate hound supply company out there, you need to check out W Hunting Supply, our new title sponsor here, buddy.
I hear they're pretty politically correct.
I think we are. We have to be in today's, whole social scene.
There we go.
I like that everybody's a little bit different.
Every color in the rainbow. What if the dog self-identifies with a pink collar?
Diversity.
I like a variety in my pack.
Politically correct. Anybody that calls and asks us for all 12 orange collars,
that's an old school way of thinking.
You can't just do all one color.
You got to have a diverse colored pack.
If Buck wants to wear a blue collar, maybe he wants to wear a pink collar.
He might want to wear a purple collar.
Got to be fair to all the colors.
It's time we bring some diversity into our packs.
So we're just automatically going to change it.
It's not really right that you get to decide that anymore.
That's it. I can't take any more pre-roll. I wanted to do 12 minutes.
Three more to get through, man.
All right.
Well, you're going to have to refund some people because we got another 10 minutes ready to roll.
We'll figure something out. I know a guy. I know the guy that's sponsoring the podcast, so we're good.
Make it work out.
We'll figure something. We'll throw a couple more in there later.
All right. Well, then I guess we can stop.
Let's talk about some podcast stuff. Not just we make a whole podcast about ads. People are going to check out.
They might.
I got a question. Do you know what chunky sour cream means, Jason? Chunky sour cream. This is a Wisconsin term of some sort.
I would assume it's a code word for salmonella, but
oh, it's a code word.
It's a code
word
for sure. If you heard chunky sour cream in Wisconsin when we were there, it's not good. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, I would imagine.
Your chances are real low there, bud.
What is chunky sour cream?
So I think we got to back it up a little bit. Okay. So I talked to Mike and Jess, and I'm like, we need a code word. Like, if I'm in a situation.
Like a safe word?
Yeah, so guacamole is my safe word.
Okay,
wait, I don't want to say that. I'm going to back up the train a little bit.
We swore we wouldn't do this.
Guacamole means I'm uncomfortable. I told Shannon, because we were kind of hanging out, I'm like, guacamole's bad. So Shannon comes back with,
I like
but-
guacamole. What the? I mean,
well, listen. So Shannon's like, queso is good then. So guacamole bad, queso good.
Okay.
Chunky sour cream is like, you better get the out of there right now. Like, this is SOS. Fire the alarms. Get out.
All right.
You made it exactly 7 minutes and 30
There's Olivia's
seconds
first
without
F-bomb.
dropping the
Yeah, I
F-bomb.
think we already got 2 of them already.
No,
Is somebody
yeah.
writing those down? Who was writing the F-bombs down?
I got you.
I thought it was Jason's
Good.
responsibility.
We might have to do a couple more. Get the pen ready. Sharpen your pencil.
He's
Jason.
going to mute me.
Oh, that would be too easy.
Well, that's pretty. I mean, that's a good plan. It makes sense.
So I mean, if you heard us like mumbling queso and guac, that's why.
If you heard queso, your odds are good. Guacamole, not so much. Chunky sour cream,
Definite
put the
no.
phone down.
For anybody that's just joining us, we just got back from Wisconsin, and I took the whole team out to Wisconsin. The whole team.
Which was awesome.
Andrew's over there taking his head down. What's up, Andrew?
We're already getting into this. I was knee deep in chunky sour cream, okay?
Oh, God.
Just-
I think I'm going to put a stop to that right there. I'm going to put a pin in that, and we're not circling back.
No. Okay, there's some things we're gonna skip over, but we just
Mainly
went. How did
Andrew.
everybody think about Wisconsin? I mean, what was your initial, besides the sour cream deals? Okay,
Initial was
that was
good.
Afterwards, that was the after
We
party.
started out pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
No, we
started out pretty strong.
We all went a little
I
downhill.
finished strong. I was still okay. It was all the kids.
Well, good
No,
for you.
I was
my
fine.
children.
Oh, actually, buddy, I have a gift for you. Speaking of your children, so in case you also didn't know, I called Buddy my dad the entire weekend. Sorry. And I made all the guys who wanted to talk to me talk to Buddy. So, Buddy, I would like to present you with this mug.
World's
Mike,
greatest
you
dad.
also have one back there in that brown bag for my 2 dads.
The best dad award.
World's best dad mug.
You know, the only problem with that, Olivia, is
There's lots.
there was lots of problems with that. Everybody comes up to me like, "Can I dance with your daughter?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, number 1, she's not my daughter. Number 2, Olivia's over there giving me the thumbs up and thumbs down or whatever. I'm like, well, okay, well, this is like, I told Olivia we're on the flight home, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. But I'm like, Olivia, here's the deal. Like, when I go to Wisconsin, I want to talk to guys about hunting dogs and cats and bears and I don't want guys coming up to me to talk about how cute Olivia is. You know what I mean? Like my whole Wisconsin trip.
You could ask them what kind of dogs they have and judge them based on that.
No,
You're
they're
like,
like,
oh,
well,
okay,
what kind of dogs does Olivia have? That's what they want to
She's
talk
got a
about.
fat beagle at home.
Oh, I'm like, dude.
She's got a lab.
Anyways, so yeah, Wisconsin. There's some.
Thank you for playing dad this weekend. You and Mike were some great dads.
You could have been more protective over some of us. But
you're on your own, Andrew.
Was it cool for you guys to like get to meet that many customers and see like
Match faces.
how
names
big it
for
is
sure.
out there?
It was
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
Andrew, you met your first customer that you talked to?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a really cool experience. I knew the guy right off the bat, shook his hand. That's really no replacement for talking to someone over the phone. It's great interacting with people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're over there next to Big Mark.
Mark's that raddest dude.
Little
Oh,
Andy
he's
and
probably
Big
gonna hear
Mark.
this.
You
But,
can
yeah.
fangirl, Andrew. It's okay. We all love Mark.
I have a jacket I need him to sign.
We did a podcast with Mark. I think that's going to be a really exciting one. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, Jason.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Okay,
A lot of
so
history.
who else did we meet out there?
We met the folks over at Rough Cut Company because
Rough
you
Cut.
bought your cutting board.
Oh, we did a podcast with them.
Yes.
Mhm.
What was their names?
Oh, you're gonna do that to me. It's been a long week since we got home. buddy.
Anyways, why don't you talk about their
We
stuff?
apologize now. I'm sorry.
Go
It's
ahead.
been a
I'm
lot
just
of sleepless
embarrassed that
nights.
Jason doesn't know the
Oh,
name.
he's pulling out a business card
no,
right now.
No, Kim Stigler. Okay.
What was her husband's name? Because that's not on the business card, buddy. Got him.
Anyways,
we did really enjoy talking to you guys, though. If you're listening,
yeah, we did a podcast with them. They do some like laser stuff, and I was walking through my my morning, I like to walk through the vendors real quick and just do a quick look and see if there's anything new. And what caught my eye was a cutting board. It had a cat track in it, and I need to actually call them this week, and I think we're gonna pick some of that stuff up and have that stuff on our website. As far as we'll do a podcast with them, and we'll get everything ready to launch it with them. So that was cool. That was somebody new that we met. Yeah.
Really nice couple.
Yeah.
And then we also got to sit down with Chip Kosher from Joy Dog Food.
Joy Dog Food, high standard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, whoa. Actually, I don't know if we can say that. Can we
We
say
did
it
a
on here?
podcast with him. We better make it quick because we do got a new sponsor that we can't talk about, the Joy Dog Food. But don't mention Joy Dog Food or High Standard Dog Food, even though I feed that. We got a new.
You do feed High Standard.
I do. I guess that's my cue.
But they don't pay us to be on here, so
Yeah.
we had to take money from whoever and give it to us.
Conflict of interest.
They make me buy my dog food. That High Standard Dog Food makes me buy mine. We did a podcast with Chip, but before, while we're talking about dog food, we got a new sponsor, and it's actually a dog food company. So here we go.
The W Podcast is fueled by low standard dog food. Our dog food has a rich tradition of supporting the Chinese Communist Party. Founded in 2021, Low Standard is proud of our history and the relationship it has built with the People's Republic of China. And in 3 months, there's only been 9 recalls. Made with 90% quality Wuhan mystery meat, Low Standard has one of the most flammable formulas on the market. For over 1/20th of a decade, this made-in-China product is guaranteed to make your dogs hungry 30 minutes later. And when we say made in China, we have a long track record of proudly including real bits of Wuhan factory worker from our repurposed lab. At Low Standard, we believe your dog should eat Chinese, not the other way around.
No more high standard. That's when we don't care about quality. We just care about price.
Well, and their bags are like 100 pounds, so you get a lot of it.
a lot of
for your
fill.
buck.
Oh my gosh, Andrew, you did a good job.
I mean, what are you talking about? That was a professional voiceover guy.
You're going to be our new voiceover guy.
Speaking of professional voices.
Okay, what do we got?
You need to make a phone call because I think somebody's waiting for us.
All right, let's figure this out. This is a new thing here. I got to call in. Who are we calling? Who's first?
We're calling Bear, but I want to hear you say his last name because you flub
Bear
it up every
Seguich?
time.
No, that's Andrew.
That's my last
It's not Andrew.
It's a butcher in mine.
Sagawa?
Sacagawea?
Saragusa?
I can't. Sorry, Andrew. All right.
Get him on the phone.
Let's call Bear up. This is going to work. This is an international call.
It sounds like a Pink
Can you
Floyd
guys hear the
album.
tone?
Yep.
All right, we're calling Bear up.
This is the United
I think
States
I got a thing.
calling.
I got it. Hold on.
Hallo, du er kommet til Barry. Jeg kan dessverre ikke ta telefonen, men legg inn en beskjed dersom du har noe
I think I got the wrong button. Hold on.
Wait, what?
You leave a voicemail.
I think you got his
Hold on.
voicemail.
Yeah, okay, let's try that again. Hello? Are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Bear, okay, sorry. I didn't quite, I had the wrong button set. I must have had it set on Norwegian. But...
Sorry, you got my answering machine.
Hold on. Okay, but I got an intro here. We got you going here.
My name is Bear Saragusa, and this is the Hunting Hound Podcast presented by W Hunting Supply. Join us as we go deep discussing hounds and everything hound related with the men and women from around the globe who've dedicated their lives to hunting with hounds.
That
we
fire
ask them
is
about
pretty
the
loud.
game they pursue, the breeds they run, and to get their insight into what it means to be a modern-day houndsman. I hope you enjoy this podcast. Leave us a comment and subscribe wherever podcasts are available.
All right.
That is
I feel warmer just listening to it. The crackling in the background just makes me...
In the background,
Bear.
Bear. That every time I was actually flying home and I was listening to your podcast, and I was like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that drunk guy sitting by the fire at like 1:30, and he started to get real sentimental. Like,
I love you guys. You guys are my best friends.
and you're like, step away from the fire. Your boots are burning right now.
Right. Like the Mainer that lights his Grundens on fire on the old burn barrel there. Yeah.
Exactly. I was telling Shannon. Shannon was kind of getting offended. She's like, I made that.
Well, you made it too loud.
I know. What would we do without Shannon? It'd just be a bunch of like sightless troglodytes trying to figure all this out.
We'd actually have the actual fire. We'd be like, well, we burned 3 phones trying to make this podcast to get the fire sound because we couldn't.
Exactly.
Well, like getting this one together, Buddy was like, all right, we're just
you
going
to
strap
speak up. You got your mic too far, Shannon.
Well, I was going to say, I was like, even for this podcast, you're like, I'm just going to strap you to the chair and you're just going to get this done.
Yeah. Shannon has been, we've used our unbreakable tree leads to like tie her to the desk. So she's been getting all these little clips.
So she's just stuck there doing all this.
Yeah, I can't gnaw it off.
No, she can't get out.
She had to deliver lunch so she wouldn't leave.
I know.
Yeah, she's like.
He was like, "Are you gonna get lunch?" And I was like, "I mean, I was gonna go home." And he's like, "We're gonna get you lunch."
I'll bring you lunch. You stay your ass in that chair and keep moving. We're still 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late from when we told we were gonna call you. What time is it there, Bear?
Oh gosh, right now it's 10 to 11, something like that.
Oh man,
8 p.m. right?
What's that?
Yeah,
p.m. like at night.
Yeah, like middle of the night.
I'm just gonna like you being slow.
But,
we just
anything for you guys.
I want to know what your first, if you had that intro with the fire, what was your first round? Like, what made you think you wanted the fire?
The first round, like right. Well, the first round was even worse. The first round included some heavy breathing that I was politely informed by Shannon was not appropriate. I was going for something else, and clearly was my aim was a little bit off because I didn't manage. But the original idea for the intro was, it's hard for me to do these podcasts with the accent that I had, the podcast voice that I've got, right?
It's like a sexy, slow, late night. Yeah.
Like
I'm feeling you.
Yeah. But it's, so I was thinking in the beginning that I was going to do it with my actual voice, and was told by Jason that I wasn't allowed to. So I needed to start practicing my podcast voice like the one I'm using now because my actual voice was so horrid.
Okay.
Wait, what's your real voice?
It's true.
Can we just have a little sample?
Well, sure. My real voice, most of the people on the podcast know I was born and raised in Maine, so I'm way out in the bush there, and so my actual voice is a little bit like this. It's a little. We put a little bit more emphasis on the vowels.
Oh man,
a little bit less on the rest of it.
Oh God, take it away.
I was thinking about it earlier when I went down to the store earlier, and I was thinking about it, and I actually spoke like this until I was 22, and I moved here, and no one could understand a word I was saying.
There's a couple of bear guys up in Maine that you sound exactly like.
Andrew's a little slow.
Yeah.
So now the whole world knows what you really sound like.
I want a new podcast intro with that, but instead of the fire, we need the burn barrel, right?
The beer can's clinking.
the beer can with the main guy next to the burn barrel.
Yeah. Welcome to the Hunting Hound. I'm just burning some garbage.
It's perfect.
It's Paul Laney.
It is Paul Laney.
Sorry, Paul.
Don't think of him too bad. He's got some good podcasts.
We're gonna piss off even more. We're trying not to irritate the customers, Andrew.
It's a compliment.
Paul Laney, man. We're trying to pick on the podcasters, not the customers. Can't take him nowhere, man.
No, you really can't.
Oh, Laney from Wisconsin knows exactly what he just said. All right. Awesome, Bear. We got a long road ahead here. We got to get a couple more people on there, but doing a good job on the podcast.
Excellent.
Go get some
sleep.
Thank
you, brother. Thank you so much for the letting me do it.
Hey,
have a blast with you guys.
Yeah, we were having a good time. Give one last little plug. Can somebody make the fire sound while you do it?
The plastic bag.
Yeah, you got a plastic bag or
Hold on.
something. There we go. Go ahead, Barry.
It's
Take
really
it away.
roaring.
Keep it going.
Well, welcome to the Hunsman and Hound Podcast. We sure do appreciate you stopping by.
Perfect, Bear. Shannon, could you turn that fire down next podcast?
All right, we'll catch you guys later.
Get some
Later,
sleep,
bud.
Bear. Awesome. Get some sleep. Oh, this is like the most scripted podcast we've done, Jason.
I know.
It's a little
Like the
uncomfortable.
most production.
It's uncomfortable.
It's a little uncomfortable.
I'm out. I give up. All right.
I need structure.
See you later,
Well,
Bear. I gotta hang up on you now.
Do you need a minute to collect yourself? Because we're way past time for another ad.
Oh,
We have paying people here.
we got
buddy.
paying people here.
Yeah.
What button am I supposed to press?
Oh, I believe it's G.
What is it? You want to give
This
a
is
little intro
for the
our-
all-new accessory from Garmin. Available at whuntingsupply.com, and this is the Trackmaster 200, newly released.
With the Trackmaster 200, it'll show a red indicator light for a bad track and a green light for a good track.
Folks, we've all been here before. You got a whole herd of elk that came through here, and you know a cat came through here around the same time. Easily scan over all the elk tracks. Elk track, elk track, elk track, elk track. Bam, there's a cat right there. That easy.
With the Trackmaster 200, not only can you use it for animal tracks, you can also use it for tire tracks. Just scan it over a tire track in the road. We look at important data to find out and give you the right decision on following a guy up a canyon. If you see a tire track down the road and you scan it with the Trackmaster, we're going to give you data like how many ex-wives does that guy have, what kind of condition his pickup truck is, how good of dogs does that guy have, and another important factor we often overlook, how many times that guy posts on Facebook. If he's on Facebook posting 3 times a day, he's probably not out in the woods where he should be.
Now, these are going to be available, I think, in the next week or two, buddy.
Do I really sound like that?
Not anymore.
No.
It's like
You
before
probably
puberty, like,
well,
when-
obviously did.
That was
a
like what,
squeaky.
2014?
Yeah. First thing Shannon was like, "Oh, good audio, man. Good." Like that was back in the early days.
I know.
This
I
is
was
why
like,
Shannon works here.
Yeah.
She added 10 years to Buddy's voice level.
You can adjust some tone. Like,
gonna take the harshness out of him.
Right, bring him in between him and Bear. Just dial it back a little.
Oh, exactly.
Power of audio.
Go ahead. We got a little bit before our next sponsor, so
Yeah. Go ahead. What?
go ahead. Well, we need to make another phone call, don't we?
Okay. Who are we calling?
Because it's
I'm
starting
tired.
to
I'm
look a
ready
little.
just to stop. I've been working all day on this bullshit.
You're telling me.
Okay. I feel bad. I got Jess over there working her ass off on the podcast.
You
and
mean
I'm just-
Shannon?
He doesn't even
That's
know
how
he's
tired he
tired.
Jess, Shannon, this is a bad. I have a problem with names. Okay.
Confuses his
He doesn't
children.
bother to learn our names.
All right.
Number 1.
We-
Number 2.
Thing
This
one.
is our segment for let's check on we got to talk about the weather for 5 minutes with Steve Fielder
Yeah.
and his podcast. Let's see if we can get Steve on the phone.
Hopefully he's not taking a nap.
He's probably taking a nap. We're gonna wake him up.
Hello.
You taking a nap, Steve?
No.
You liar.
I've thought about it.
Okay.
You and me both.
Oh, how's it going? We're doing our live podcast for April 1st, and we wanted to check in you and check on the weather. We want to talk about the weather in Florida for 5 minutes.
Oh, is that right? So you want to talk about the weather down here?
Yes, yeah, for 5 minutes at least. I mean, it's my favorite thing to do is talk about the weather on a podcast.
I thought we were never supposed to talk about the weather on a podcast.
Oh, listen,
It's a
I
new
never
podcast,
talk
it's a
about
new
the
day.
weather on my show.
How's the weather down there in Florida?
Well, as I say, I just never talk about it, but I did think it'd be wise maybe to mention to you that these yahoos down here on the TV station that get paid to lie to us every morning are advising us to watch out for it's a little one, but it's a Class 5 hurricane that's coming up the Gulf. It's a small Class 5.
A small one. Okay.
Just a little
about
one.
3 o'clock, they say. So we're kind of, looking out for that. And, man, I got to thinking about that, and I'm thinking, man, I better tell all my fellow podcasters and all out there to bring in the kangaroos, the jackrabbits, the jaguars, and the saddle animals, all those props and get them in the house by 3 o'clock. Because if you don't, we don't have any dust devils out here in the swamp, but we got a heap of water spouts. And man, those things can be risky. So you better get all that stuff in if you want to be able to use it in the next show. We got, a lot of weird stuff like that down here. We got monkeys, we got boa constrictors and pythons and when you add in all these kangaroos and jackrabbits and jaguars and all, it looks more like a scene from Jumanji than a coon hunt or a possum hunt.
Sounds like you should be building an ark.
It's just, it's kind of a little bit of overkill, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's not all bad. It's some good. We don't really mind the hounds treeing the occasional monkey down here.
Yeah.
And they get pretty good at it. But man, they look at a hot kangaroo track like a calf looking at a new gate. Man, they just don't have a clue. So
you even make the weather sound interesting, Steve. Like you're an author.
Do
like
what?
You have a way with words. Like you're an author. You make the weather sound good. I'm like, I want to go down there and enjoy the hurricane with you.
Yeah, man. But there's only one thing you got to think about. Is unless you want your dogs there to look like a DU supply package on the back of the UPS truck, all wrapped up in one of them slimy reptiles. You better hunker down if you're coming down here. That's for sure.
I'll pass this time, but maybe next time.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, buddy.
Oh, how is your podcast going? I haven't talked. Actually, literally, we haven't really spoke since we recorded that podcast, have we?
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about.
Well, the listeners, I guess, would have to be the final judge of that. But from my end, I'm meeting a lot of nice folks, and everything's going really good here. I've been pleased. Jason's been kind of feeding back some of the numbers to me and all.
Yeah,
like
it kind of hurts my feelings when
it.
he does that, because you'll see like your spike, and then we got all the other spikes, and then I go on and it's like, boom, way down to the dumps. Every time I get on, I'm like, yep, we're down to the dump.
I can't believe that.
Oh, believe it, Steve. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to. My ego can only take so much.
Well, I always took a good word from the boss as being just that, a good word. So I'll take it. But it's been a lot of fun. I've really had a good time, and just got through recording with a couple of guys down in deep East Texas, and this one guy is 88 years old, still coon hunting, got a lot of great stories.
What's your next what's next Monday, and what do you got lined up for the week?
Oh, okay. Well, on this coming Monday, coming up here, I actually have a schedule. Would you believe I'm that organized?
Nope. Does not surprise
That's how you
me.
remember.
I've been trying to make a schedule on this podcast, and it's not very easily, Steven. It's like it's kind of awkward.
Well, yeah, really. Well, we got a great guy on this week named Billy Dwyer, and he's really knocking it out of the park. People really like him. A great guy from down in Louisiana. But next week, I'm kind of getting.
Steve, hold on a second.
Yeah.
We've got to pay the bills here. Hold on. We got to pay the bills.
Sure.
We got politically correct DU running on spot 8 or 8.
It's not fair that we are the fastest.
That's really making some of our competitors feel kind of bad.
To judge other people off of our standards.
We just don't want our competitors to feel that bad.
Not fair to our competitors. That's not fair to other companies.
Our competition has feelings too. So we're going to start giving some wrong answers once in a while.
We got to think about everybody else. So we've decided to slow down our shipping times as well.
Call me on a Monday. I'm going to give you a wrong answer.
So fortunately, we are going to have to start giving out false info.
We're not always going to have the right answer.
We're going to have to hold your packages up.
But then we're going to sit it on a shelf.
The 2-day delay is going to apply towards your wait period.
Even the playing field.
It's the way the world's changing, guys.
All right. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you like that, but I had this high. We got the Steve Fielder on the podcast, and I had to take that spot. That was a high-paying ads right there. So
we got more money for that one because you're here.
Yeah, we got more money on that one because we told them that it was going to be in your segment. So continue on. Tell us about your schedule now.
Yeah, I was going to say ads have always been your forte, buddy. So that's pretty good. Hey, yeah, we got a guy from down here in the swamps of Florida. He's a transplanted Buckeye coming up on the next Monday's podcast. Gordy Schrader. He's a plot dog guy. Of course, I'm a little partial to that breed, but that's what's coming up next week. And then we got Calvin Redhouse from out in the Navajo Nation in Arizona coming up this following week. And then the gentleman I just talked about, Mr. Ed Zorn from Texas, 88-year-old coon hunter, coming up on the week after that. So
right on.
Yeah.
Shannon,
Yes.
how is Steve's podcasting ability done from the first day to the second day?
It's a lot better.
she says you gotten better, Steve.
I
promise it's better.
The what is better?
The files you send us.
Yep.
Oh,
the first couple
that
files,
stuff.
she was ready to pull her hair out, Steve. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to walk down there to Florida and slap Steve right now and teach him how to use this thing." She didn't really
Can you
say
imagine
that.
what all those people who worked for me all those years at the registries used to say?
Well, now she's just a slave driver.
Yeah.
She's got you working double shift.
I know it.
I know I got new deadlines this week, and no good.
Well, I know I've kept her up a few nights probably, and it's not intentional, but I tell you what, I was beginning to wonder myself there at first because I was speaking West Virginian with a Michigan accent with a Southern twang, and trying to communicate all that on paper in an email as to how I want this podcast to go together. I don't think she was understanding me, but
because you're trilingual,
I'll have
Steve.
to say she's got. Pardon?
You're trilingual. That's why she can't switch gears that fast.
That's it. Well, Buddy told me when I started that I had 3 ex-girlfriends, so now being trilingual, I guess that goes along with it.
You've just gone through. We call it your podcast girlfriends, right? Your podcast ex-girlfriend. Right. You got a long list of people who dated you that they may not like you. And I don't know if they like you or not. It's like when you're doing it good, you can look back in your history and go, that's my podcast and ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, they probably don't like me, but that's okay. Most people don't, but
that's all right. We'll take you, Steve. I'm okay. We'll sit in the boat together. I got plenty of people who don't like me either. So.
Well, I was going to say I've been reading from the Buddy Woodbury playbook.
On that note, you're cutting out, Steve. I don't know what to tell you. We're losing you. Have a good one, Steve. I'm ready for your podcast. Shannon's already got it loaded up and ready to launch Monday, so we'll be good.
All righty, let's get her done.
All right,
I
Steve.
borrowed that.
Have a good one, man.
You guys too.
All right. Boom. There's our next segment. I've already lost track. Take it away, Jason. We should just throw Andrew in the.
What?
Yeah, he's sleeping over there.
Andrew's sleeping?
No, I'm still alive.
He's gotten a lot better in the podcast, hasn't he, Shannon?
Mm-hmm. No, he really has.
You're trying to be nice. I was throwing him under the bus.
I don't want to pull my hair out anymore. Not quite as much.
Let's change the topic and let's talk about Wisconsin again. Let's talk about our trip home.
Do we have to?
How about we start with the fact that it was freaking cold out there?
Ah,
I thought
it wasn't
Andrew was
that
going to freeze to
cold.
death.
It says
Okay, I'm a
her
little guy.
resident
Jess?
Midwesterner. Jessica is immune to everything.
Jess was like,
I was in flip flops.
yeah,
Swear to God, flip flops and leggings.
and running back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I had to tell Jess, I was like, go outside and cool off. She was like, Jess and Shannon, we were like kicking ass on the t-shirts.
Oh, no kidding. They ran 100 miles that weekend.
Well, I don't know. I stayed in the same spot. My feet were so sore just from standing still and just kind of pivoting back and forth the whole time.
She lost her shoes pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I was standing barefoot half the time in the booth.
The best part was you were gone for a little bit, and I can't remember if it was Jess or Olivia that asked me to pull the press down.
Jason, you can stop right now.
No, I have to,
difficulties.
So she's like, hey, can you pull this down? I'm like, yeah, no problem. And I pull on it, and I'm like just thinking it's going to click in, and I'm thinking, Holy crap, Shannon's buff. Like, you had to pull that thing down to get it to lock. I don't think Olivia's got enough weight in her.
She's standing on it, jumping up and down on the table, trying to close the
Don't call me
clamp.
Noodles for nothing.
I like to think it's an issue of grip, and that's why I can't do it as well.
It's got little grippy pads on it.
Oh,
for my hands, it's just they're too small. That's why I can't do it.
You're telling me.
The secret is to like get your momentum. Like Shannon's like jumping on the thing. Like,
oh yeah,
pushing
if
it
you're
down.
like watching my feet, they're lifting up every single time trying to get on.
She's short, by the way.
Yep.
Short
All
enough that
5'3".
when she sits in a first-class plane seat, her feet don't touch the ground.
Oh, they were just kind of dangling.
They were dangling. I look over, and she's just there kicking it like a little kid in a rocking chair.
Oh. I don't even know how we got them first class tickets on the ride home. It sounds like if somebody heard
screwed
first
us.
class on the way home, they would think we had a pretty decent ride home.
People felt sorry for us.
So
yeah.
So the morning of Sunday, I was ready to fly out early. So I had flights, and I gave everybody the option. I was like, hey, you can fly out early, you can fly out late. I'm like, I want to be my ass home early. And so
yep.
That didn't work out so well.
It was going good.
Got home
till
early
end
the
there.
next day. That was the second day I got home early, but so I'm booking flights for, it was like 7:00, wasn't it? Was it 7:10?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So we had to be at the airport like 6:20, 6:10. So we're like, well, I told everybody we're leaving the airport at 5:45. Ain't that right, Andrew?
The hotel.
Yeah, the
Okay,
hotel.
I think there was an error in communication with me somehow.
Yeah, you didn't understand.
I heard you fell
I
asleep.
guess a search party was
Well,
formed looking
one
for me.
group-
Like,
One group was gonna leave at like 5:20.
I told him, I'm like, I'm leaving at 5:45, and I will leave your ass in Wisconsin. And I kind of think you wanted me to leave you in Wisconsin.
no.
Are you sure, Andy?
No, I needed to get out of Wisconsin
it
real
looked
fast.
like you were having a great time.
I need to get away from
The chunky sour cream.
something there real fast. I needed to make an escape.
Yeah, no, you were dragging your feet. It's to the point where, I don't know if you know, did you know I was pulling out? The truck was pulling out.
Like we were driving away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were leaving.
Oh.
You didn't see the truck start rolling?
I could barely open my eyes. I think it's kind of a blur.
I was showing everybody. It was like 5:46, and I'm like, everybody get in the truck. Let's go. I at least want, because I seen Andrew come out of the elevator. And
Oh,
I'm
it was
like,
later than that because we got our times pushed back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
We got our
delayed.
So
flight
it was late,
delayed.
but we were gonna be late.
It was like
So
a
we had
half hour
bonus
later
time.
than planned.
Yeah. So our flight got delayed, but whenever Andrew was come stumbling out of that hotel, I wanted all of our wheels to be rolling. So he was thinking that I was going to leave his ass. I was like, you were going to make sure. So anyways, I was going to leave and want you to walk outside and be like, where'd they go?
I did not want to get stuck there. There was some chunky sour cream with green hair and a nose ring and a few tattoos that I needed to get away from pretty quick.
Muted.
I will tell
Delete.
you this, Andrew.
Too much.
Do you know how much confidence I had that you were going to make it in the truck that morning? Like how confident I was.
On a scale of 1 to
You always
10?
believe in me.
No, I stayed up all night and didn't sleep because I knew you weren't going to wake up and I'd have to get you up. I did
that
not
the only-
sleep
Thank goodness you were
Saturday
watching
night.
over me.
Is that the only reason you stayed up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the reasons. So we our flight got delayed by an hour, which made us miss our Minneapolis flight into Portland, and all hell broke loose after that.
A little bit.
Yes, it did.
So it was breaking loose before that for some of us.
All I remember in Minneapolis, well, two things.
It was like a military drill. I'm like, Team 1's going here, Team 2's going over there to get our bags. We were trying to make it.
It was wild. But I remember coming off the plane and waiting for everybody else to come off in Minneapolis. And Mike had shed his sweatshirt by that time.
That
So
plane was so hot.
Oh god.
Mike, for those of you who don't know, he's got something against sleeves. Like he just doesn't like them.
Unless it
Every shirt
has
he
a
owns
flag
is
on it.
sleeveless, I think.
He's allergic to sleeves.
Yeah.
It's because he's so buff.
So
You're constricting
he's got
for
this. He's got this backpack on, right? Loaded down. And he's got his arms out looking like Magilla Gorilla. I mean, just rock hard. And he comes off and the steam blowing out from his mask as he's breathing because it was like 19 degrees. It was just like a bull strutting around in the field, like
Coming
it
out
was pretty
sideways out of his
crazy.
mask sideways.
Oh, dude, it was all over the place. It was just this plume of smoke. Like, think of a bull bugling in a cold, like, open field, and you just see it shooting out. That's what Mike looked like.
Now picture him mad at you.
Well, I think that added to it was him being frustrated because it got a little crazy.
So we
lost Andrew.
So we from that point. So the whole plan was we're on the plane. We're never going to be late, and at the small airport they couldn't change our flights, so they had me flying out and getting in at midnight, and they had you guys, Jason and Shannon. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were with me at midnight.
Yep.
Getting in at midnight.
And Andrew. Yeah.
Mike, Olivia, and Jess had a 6 p.m. arrival, like a 4. And so I was like, oh, well, I found a flight that went to Seattle, so I was trying to get us all on that flight to Seattle, but they had kicked our bags outside of security in Minneapolis. So whatever happened, it's like all our bags went to the baggage claim in Minneapolis. And I'm at the upstairs at the Delta counter, and I got half the team downstairs at the baggage claim.
With all the bags.
With all the bags. Because we got like 10 bags. I don't know how many.
It ended up being 11.
11, yeah.
11? Okay.
Shannon.
Took 3 full
I'm
carts.
sorry.
You know what those cart rentals cost at the airport, buddy?
Like $8.
They were $8 a piece.
How much you need?
3.
Well, luckily I had a bunch of singles left over. I strangely acquired a buttload of singles. I don't know. I had a wad of ones in my pocket. I don't know what happened.
Guacamole. Chunky sour cream.
Queso.
So I'm on the cell phone, and I think it was me and Shannon up there because you had Jason on your reservation. I had Andrew on my reservation. And I'm talking to this Delta app, or this Delta lady, and I'm like, can you get us on the Seattle flight? Well, the time window's closing on that because it was like 9:45 when we started this. Well, at 9:50 or 9:55, we had Shannon and Jason changed because I had medallion status, so I was thinking I could get an upgrade or I'd have a better chance of getting on a standby, and so I wanted to get you two on first because I figured, well, if anything, I can fly standby on a different flight if I had to. And then we got me and Andrew on that flight, on the one through Seattle. And so I'm telling Jess, I'm like, send Jason and Shannon now. Because it was like 10 o'clock. It's like 20 minutes to boarding. And I'm like, send them now.
And I'm like yelling at people, go!
Yeah, it's like a military exercise.
It's like a drill sergeant.
Send team Jason and Shannon now through security. So they
Don't worry, I have your bag.
Security.
By the time we got down there, I think our plane was boarding at like 10:30 or something, 10:40, and Minneapolis is not a small airport.
No, it's not.
No.
And so I send you two down, and they're like, just go without the bags. They'll get the bags, right? So you guys are sitting down at the check counter.
Bagless.
And we're like, okay, I still have bags to check on my flight. Well, then I'm looking at the clock, and Andrew.
What?
He's sitting down there like a 5-year-old with him. And I'm in my head, I'm going, you know who's going to this whole thing up?
It was not in your head.
Write that timestamp down, Jason.
I got it.
Okay. I told Jess, I'm like, here's the deal. You got to send Andrew through security now, and he's got to catch up to Jason and Shannon.
I probably shouldn't have gotten distracted on my way from security.
What distracted you?
Yeah, why'd
The fact that he thought he was flying to Los Angeles.
Like a bunch of bars in the airport, and the fact that I thought I was flying to Los Angeles.
Oh. So I'm at the Delta app.
Buddy is secretly
Andrew
sending
goes
to LA.
silent. Like, I'm calling.
My phone died.
Jason's calling. Jess. And I'm
Jess
like,
is looking at me like I'm in
Jason,
more trouble.
I'm like,
now.
everybody. I'm like, where's Andrew? You know what I mean? Is he in? And so at this point, we can't find Andrew. So
we stopped and put out. I told Buddy if we just told him we were traveling with a child and he was lost.
I did.
I
stopped at the airport and I was like, dude, if you see this guy with this name, here's my cell phone. Please call me and just tell him to stay still.
I'm surprised you didn't send one of the nice people to come and find me.
We did.
We tried.
I need an adult when I travel.
I'm on the phone with Jason, and then he's coming from the gate because he's at the gate and he's not there, and I'm coming from the security checkpoint, and we're trying to find him. Me and Jason meet each other, and we're like, oh, shit. I don't know. They're boarding. They'd already boarded half the plane, probably.
Yeah, I was like texting Jason. I was like, they're boarding. You got to abort mission.
And so Jason's there, and we're like, Shannon's sitting at the gate going, I'm going to go by myself.
Right.
I'm sitting here like, I still got a bag out of security. I got to go back through security. And anyways, I don't know if I got a phone call or something from Andrew, and he's like, where's the gate? And I'm like, dude, it's F6. He's like, okay, I'm at F10. I'm like, you need to run to F6. And I mean run. And so then I called Jason. I'm like, Andrew's coming in from F10. Do not let his ass pass F6. Like, you tackle his
like
ass.
he was in high speed.
Because he's probably going to run right past it, and you just lay him out.
Man, I'd rather be in LA.
You said you didn't want to go to LA.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff wrong with that place, but
He came
ripped on here.
Oh,
Andrew was sauntering up to the gate. There was no running.
There was no running.
All clear.
I told you
No
to run.
running at all.
I told you to run.
Knees to chest.
It was like I wanted to look cool, and I wasn't really in a running mood after what was going on.
Oh,
wanted to run away, but
next time
for
I
my
say
problems.
run, you need to run, man. I'm just telling you. Anyways, so I get to the gate, and like they're boarding the last little bit. Luckily, you had first class, didn't you?
Yes, Jason and I had first class.
We did.
Did you?
Yeah, we were in the very front. Andrew was in the very
Did
back.
you have first
Very
class?
last.
Man, I had no class that whole trip.
No, Andrew was in like the very back of the plane.
Maybe you should have ran.
I was
Okay.
trying to like keep anyone from seeing anything in my face or my
Maybe
body.
you should
That's
have ran.
enough.
No,
So I
nope,
get
you're
to
done.
the gate, and I'm like, to the lady here, I'm like, dude, here's the deal. This kid right here.
Why do you guys keep referring to me as a kid?
I'm just telling you,
We're
because you
old.
was acting like you didn't run. Okay, you could have ran. I'm like, he needs to get to Portland. I said, I'm on this flight. I'm not going to get on the plane because I got to get my damn baggage because they wouldn't let you guys check my baggage.
Yeah, you cannot check bags for somebody else.
Yeah,
even
I'm
if
on
you
the
work
phone
for them.
with Delta upstairs. I'm like, can you please just work with the accountant and have my bags checked so I can make this flight? And they're like, no, we can't. And I'm like,
Sorry.
I'm on the phone. I'm talking to Delta. They're talking to Delta. Like, I can show you my ID. I can show you everything you want to do. Just like, but they wouldn't do it. So I was like, I had to get out of the security line, and I just told the lady, I'm like, this is the whole goal of this is to put his ass in the back of the plane so he can't get off before my other guys. So Jason and Shannon, I don't want him to be able to get off before them. So they put his ass in the very back.
Like with the dogs and stuff? Like
If I
No,
could've,
that's
I would've.
underneath.
Oh, and anyway, so you guys made it. You got into Seattle
Yep.
first class all the way, or?
No, we were all
Economy
Comfort Plus in the last one.
I don't know. I think them upgrading us to first class when our first flight got canceled is what screwed everything up.
Well, I just don't know
That
why
was
they
it.
didn't just do it as a layover. They did
Well,
it
you
as
go
two
down.
separate flights.
Well, I don't know because by that first class, they kicked us out to the midnight flight because they said there was no first class seats, and I'm like, dude, I didn't book first class, so why are they pushing? So it was like an upgrade, but it made us go later. So
I don't
Anyways.
know if I was just more tired later in the day or not, but I think that what was the Comfort Plus? Was that it, Shannon?
Yeah, Comfort Plus, our like 1 hour flight from Seattle to Portland.
Is that the one where you
Most
sent me the picture,
comfortable.
Jason? Like,
Oh no, that was
slumped over.
that was Minneapolis to Seattle.
Oh,
Well, that was the only sleep I got in 2.5 days.
Oh,
I think I had like my best sleep on the Seattle to Portland flight.
Yes. Yeah, because I could see your little top knot you had going on there. I was sitting right behind her, so you'd watch it like a typewriter. It'd just start kind of
go to the side.
like
Go
she'd
back
wake
up.
up and pull it straight.
Well,
It
and
was
then
pretty
like
funny.
right at the end, I'd like drop my phone, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you were definitely asleep."
Oh, she was out.
Oh, and then the three, Mike, Jess, and Olivia, they had a flight at about.
It
When
was
did you guys flight?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock out of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And I was on standby for that flight.
We thought you were going to make it when they called you up to that counter.
they
just
called
to
me up to the
smash your
counter.
dreams.
I was like,
denied, bro.
it was so sad.
I'm like, I made it. They're like, no, but you're close. I'm like, okay. And so they're like,
You're saying there's a chance.
You're saying there's a chance. She's like, yeah, there's a really good chance. Just stay right here. You're going to board here in a minute. And so I'm like, okay. I'm getting the hopes up. Olivia's over there
We're like the last ones on the plane waiting to see if Buddy's going to get on there.
flipping me off, basically. I feel like looking out the window,
No.
like, please don't leave me. And then I hear these footsteps coming from around the corner, and I'm like, tuk, 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 tuk. Here comes this kid
You should
running.
have taken him out by the kneecaps.
He wasn't named Andrew, I can tell you that, because he was running. This kid was
They really
running.
would have taken him out then.
No, we weren't going to be able to leave Andrew there.
Oh.
So
Because you guys couldn't? Because you guys just couldn't leave me?
No, we need you.
Oh, that kid comes over panting, and he's like, got it. And they like, and I look at it, I go, that guy's named Chance, isn't it? That was my last chance. And they said, yep. And I said, all right. I went back.
Get a nice hotel room out of the deal?
Yeah. So by then I was pretty like, I was tired because we didn't get much sleep for the weekend. And so I get back and I'm like, dude, what? I'm not waiting until 10 o'clock at night. It was another 7 hours or 6 hours to wait for the flight. And we'd already been waiting all day. And I said, what's the odds of getting a morning flight? So they comped me. They comped me the room. So I went and got in a hotel room, and I just got the next flight out in the morning, and that was that. So first class. Everybody but Andrew, I think, got first class.
If anybody deserved it.
It was
Should have ran.
No,
it was everybody but Andrew.
Runners get first class.
Winners get first class.
Oh, all right. So the next segment we got here is
we should make this a weekly segment. I've pretty much decided.
A weekly segment.
Yeah.
So we got Brett Vaughn, born 102 years late. But before we do this,
what was that? It was born 100 years too
late.
There you go.
You know what's his favorite word? You know. So I want everybody. Let's take a quick bet before we get Brett Vaughn on the phone. Hopefully he answers. How many times do you think between the segment intro that we're gonna do, and how many times does Brett Vaughn say you know? That's what we're gonna take a bet on. Jason, open the table.
14.
14.
Wow.
So there's 10 in the opening segment.
Well, I thought we weren't counting those.
No, we are counting those.
We're counting those.
Oh, I'm gonna say at least 26 then.
26. Okay. Jess.
35.
You looked at the wrong person.
I looked at Shannon and I said,
"Is this Price is Right rules?"
Oh, this is a bad deal. This is Jason. Andrew.
Price is Right rules?
Yeah. No.
Well, I'm still gonna get close. I'll go. I'll mess with Jason. 25.
25. Andrew. Olivia.
44.
You just skipped right over me after
Olivia. That. And I'm gonna.
Are you going to do Shannon now?
Doesn't exist. Shannon, you can see yourself out now.
I'm going to go 24. Andrew
already went.
I know,
it's
he has 25.
Oh.
Everybody, just stop listening.
The only reason I'm doing that is because you should have ran. Okay? You should have ran. All right.
Everybody needs to take this opportunity, buddy, first.
I don't get a bet.
Pause the podcast, and go leave a review for the W Hunting Supply podcast with the number of times you think he's going to say.
Oh, there you go. Right now. Leave a review
it's
with
like
the
hit
number.
Pause, leave a review with a random number, and if you're right, we are going to hook you up.
What if they change it afterwards?
I guess you can do that, huh? You can go back in. I learned this, buddy. You can edit.
Yeah,
you can edit all your reviews, and then they pop up as new ones and help your numbers.
I know.
That's genius.
We should do that to ourselves.
I know
we
my
should
job would be tomorrow.
Okay, your job is just going to be giving review after review after review. All right, we haven't figured out a way to make the customers play or the podcast listeners play. But all right, let me see if I can get Brett on first, and then
in case you care, my
he
vote is
doesn't know
21.
that we're doing this bet. So
nobody say anything and let the cat out of the bag.
And and then we got a
because he doesn't know
photo from Olivia that we're going to talk about here in a minute before we close this out. But let me get Brett Vaughn, board 100 years too late. Again, don't tell him that we're counting. So who's counting? Okay.
Not it. I'm keeping track of the F-bombs. Somebody else track this one.
Let's hope. Let's not do FaceTime.
Can Andrew count?
Andrew, you're counting? Two people count.
Hello.
Hey, we got a segment with Brett Vaughn starting now.
Exercising the dogs and mainly, going out for an hour or two in the morning early. You'll be able to sell more like that. So people can own them, and they can have them. It's like a collector's item, really. And I don't know. I went everywhere this morning where I was, stayed with them.
Before Brett can find his dogs, he's got to find his GPS.
You can buy a nice Toyota pickup for around $12,000. Yeah, my problem with my grandson is, and I've had this discussion with my wife, I tend to make things hard. And, I got to ride a mule and, ride 20-mile circles and sleep on the ground. And that's not for everybody. And, you can carry it on a pack mule. I think the tent itself weighs 23 pounds.
Oh, welcome to the podcast, Brett. You know, it's the W podcast.
You know, you guys are really nice.
We try to be. When you listen to the live version, you might not think so, but hey, man, you know, it's all good. Oh,
man, you've made me real self-conscious. You know.
How hot is it down there, Brett? How hot is it? Is it warm?
You know, it's right now it's 68 degrees, but
he's trying to stop himself right now.
I can't talk without saying, you know. My crutch.
Who brought that up to you, bud? That was a weird conversation to have with you early on. I'm like, man, I don't know how to say this, but you say, you know, a lot. You should have heard. Did any of you guys listen to the one Brett and I did with Ron Boehm over on the Hunting Dog podcast?
No, I haven't yet.
Because we were both dropping, you know, like
it was like a double, you know. Oh,
and I didn't realize. I mean, I say it more than most, but I've heard quite a few people saying it now.
You're telling yourself that, Brett. But I know exactly what you're saying. I'm like, I even say it now. When I was picking on you, I was like, shit, I'm saying it too.
Buddies is more, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
If it's any consolation, I get it for saying I don't know, so at least you know.
I think it's a compliment to who you're talking to. You're telling them, you know, I don't have to tell you this. You know it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
like. Oh,
that's great.
That's what it's all about.
Well, Brett, when are you going to start getting some more podcasting? I heard you. The work's kicking.
I
your
recorded
ass.
one. I recorded one the other day. Pretty interesting one with a guy that ran bloodhounds and tracked arsonists and had like 85 confirmed catches.
Right.
Real interesting guy. Had that southern accent, kind of like Clay Newcomb, and told really good stories. But then I had another guy, Sid Savage, a buddy of mine, and it's like we had the bloodhound and the old cowboy lion hunter, and it, I don't know, it didn't match up real good.
Oh, so we just got back from Wisconsin, Brett, and this is no shit, true story. All right, so I'm coming back. I got everybody. It's after the show, and they have this like bar, like dance thing. The bar, basically. They got you go get a drink, whatever. And so I went and got a drink, and I'm coming back through there, and there's Lauren Varney, Houndsman XP.
It's Vranny.
Vranny? Okay. See,
You're
I'm
terrible
messing
with
up names
names.
the
I got
whole
your back,
show.
Lauren. Don't
Okay.
worry.
And she's talking to this guy. And I pull up, you know, and and she's like, "Hey, buddy."
Shoot, I keep losing you.
And so I'm walking over there, and I see them, and I'm like, "Hey, Lauren, I can't. No, I'm getting self-conscious, Brett. But did we lose you, Brett?
Oh,
we gotta get him back.
It's the desert, man.
So I'm gonna. Oh my gosh, we're calling him back.
Call him back.
He's screwed.
He's working. He's trying to make the plan come together.
Mexico.
Like, I'm hanging up on these guys.
Screw you guys.
I start telling a story. I'm like, Brett, it's a good one. I promise. Like, this is like legitimately.
He'll appreciate it.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's continue on while we try and get Brett on the phone.
Well,
we probably got an
before you
advertisement we need to pay.
Yeah, before you get to the punchline, we're way overdue again. We got to throw another ad out there, and this is going to be a really good one for all you singles out there. You know, because when you're a houndsman,
Is the counter still going? Like, who's counting?
Oh, I thought it was only counting him.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You got to count him, but we got to get him back on. So keep the count going. All right, here's a word from our sponsor.
Are you tired of looking for love in all the wrong places just to find out you've been barking up the wrong tree all night? Or maybe you're just looking for that special someone to share those long strolls through the woods with. If this is you, you should join the thousands of other members on the only dating site dedicated specifically to houndsmen and houndswomen across the world.
We've heard that a lot of our customers come from small rural communities. And when you're dating in a small community, it's kind of like dating in a circle. And when you get to the end of the circle, you've either got to start dating people you've already dated before, or you've got to get out of the circle.
If you like bearded men and trashy dogs, look me up. I'm on the hunt for a cougar. So if you're single and ready to mingle, you'll be barking up the right tree if you find me on DU Dating Service.
My last date was hot garbage, but thanks to W's warranty replacement program, I had another one out to me in just 2 days.
You're a woman that likes late nights and long, cold trails. Look me up on DU
We're all looking at
Dating
Andrew.
Service.
W dating apps. Because what else are you going to do in quarantine? Hang out with your wife and kids?
This is a questionable service.
All right, let's see
Honest
if we can
reviews.
get Brett back on the phone. It's not ringing. We lost him. Oh, hold on. I got service now. Anyways, as we wrap this up, Olivia had a what was your little picture you had about
Well,
you
it was
dancing?
my mom
'Cause
sent it
anybody
to
that's
me.
seen Olivia dancing.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes. This picture, this little saying is a perfect.
My darling mother sent it to me. She said, it says, she danced like no one was watching, but they were watching, and she looked like she had 12 shots of Jack and walked into a spider web. So if you saw me busting a move in Wisconsin, that's what I looked like. Ignore it. Mind your business.
All I know is I got low, and there was one point during it I didn't know if I could get back up.
It's the last low that really gets you. There's 4, and it's the last one where you don't know if you're going to come back up.
I guarantee you I wouldn't got back up.
You just crawl away.
Dude.
Yeah.
The watermelon crawl off the floor.
There were some people though who were just really getting down with it.
Like Shannon.
No.
Shannon was busting a move. Don't lie.
I like the people that come from Washington that think they're going to outdrink the Wisconsin guys. Those are the guys I like.
You don't like those people. I checked. Nobody likes those people.
We come back. We were talking yesterday. He's like, "But are you mad at me?" I'm like, "No, but like you got to realize you can't outdrink Wisconsin. Like if you're coming from here, do not try to outdrink Wisconsin. You can't do it.
You will fail.
It's kind of what they're known for.
There's a lot of beer over there.
I'm like, I'm fine. I'll have what that bear hunter there's having.
I'll have what Nancy's having.
Let's stay where it was. That's not even Wisconsin. That's Michigan, Andrew. Nancy's from Michigan.
Well, they just like kept feeding us alcohol too.
Oh. Let's try one more time. I'm trying to see if I can get this Brett Vaughn. We may have to splice this in. Oh, we got a phone ring here. Let's see. I got to tell him a story. We'll get him off.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. I was telling you a story, and I think you like, oh, you're breaking up. I didn't believe you. I kept talking.
I kept saying, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I thought you was joking with me.
No.
So we were in Wisconsin, Brett, and this is a no shit. This is a true story. I'm coming from. I like to have a dance, so they have this after show dance, and it's a bar.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about Olivia dancing. And what was it? So tell the saying for Olivia real quick for Brett.
Oh, hold on one second. What was it?
She says,
Chunky cottage
"This is
cheese.
Olivia out there on the dance floor
Oh, no.
dancing. This will give you a good picture."
She danced like no one was watching, but they were watching, and she looked like she had 12 shots of Jack and walked into a spider web, which is pretty much what I did.
So I'm coming from the bar. I got a drink in my hand. I'm heading back table, and I see there's Lauren. Oh man,
Lauren Branny.
Lauren Branny from Houndsman XP, and she's talking to a guy, and this guy he'd guided up in Idaho or whatever. I think he was from Wisconsin. I don't remember exactly where he's from, but I think it's like Wisconsin or whatever. He had guided in different places, and so I'm over there. I'm like, "Hey, Lauren," and I shake this guy's hand. He's like, "Man, you know what's really cool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's?" And I'm thinking like, okay, I've heard good podcasts several times, so I'm like. I'm just opening my arms like, okay, bring it on. Good podcast. Tell me about the good. He's like, that Brett Vaughn, man. I'm telling you, like, all the other podcasts, I mean, I listen to those guys, and they're good. They're okay, you know. But man, Brett Vaughn, I can't wait for Wednesday morning to get up and to listen. And the Dale Lee tapes and Brett Vaughn talk. He needs to do more, man. But I'm telling you, man, like all the other ones are okay. But that, I mean, he was like, I mean, over the top, Brett Vaughn.
You need to give me his name and address so I can send him a cup.
I was like, F you, man. I'm like walking up. It's like I got kicked in the nuts. The only thing that saved me was I was sitting right next to Houndsman XP, and I'm like, she's getting kicked in the shin too.
Easy.
I was gonna say that.
I saved it. Okay, I saved it. I was like,
Grab the shovel.
I'm sure she remembers that. But I'm like, man, here's the two people, and he is just going off about Brett Vaughn. And I'm like, man, I hope she's feeling as uncomfortable as I am right now.
If he's listening, get a hold of us. We'll get you in touch with Brett.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have been there. I'd have just followed him around everywhere.
It's like an old worn-out mule.
I was kind of egging him on some more because I was like, the only thing I didn't know who was going to crack it, Lauren or me. I was like, one of us is going to crack first, but I don't know which one. I think she's going to crack first. So I kind of kept him trying to keep him going. But I should have. Oh.
Yeah, you got fans in Wisconsin.
You got one dude. I'm telling you, one dude. He'd kick all of us to the curb to just like sign your boot.
He doesn't mind the you-knows.
No. You know? I think he's actually starting to say it, you know, that Brett Vaughn, that Brett Vaughn, he's really good. I can't wait for Wednesday morning. I mean, I'm like excited when I wake up, on Wednesdays, I'm excited. I'm excited in the Wisconsin accent. Oh, so anyways, you at least got a fan club of one over there. I can tell you that.
Well, that's good. I just need to get after it, I guess.
Oh, no, it was good. A lot of people commented. Not just him. It was good. But you're doing great over there. That podcast.
Great.
You're doing.
That's good. I've had a lot of compliments. Guys will send me messages and stuff on the Dale Lees.
Yeah.
Saying they're really enjoying them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And really, just now getting to the ones that I had made like 4 or 5 of them public on my YouTube channel for a while, and so right now we're just getting to the ones that have never been public before, like that.
Right.
Or on the internet or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. What do you got coming up next? You said you just recorded a podcast?
Yeah, I talked to the Bloodhound guy and Sid Savage. And then Dad, gummit.
That's twice.
I have
that as 2.
Not that we're counting, Brett. Okay, just so you know.
Just so self-conscious of it now. I've got some guys lined up, and one guy that I'm really, really trying to get him to. I think if I go up there and sit with him, he'll go ahead and agree to it.
Right.
But I don't want to. I don't want to say anything now, but their names and everybody will know. Old Southwest dry ground lion hunters.
Right on.
And I got to travel a little bit to get to them, but man, it'll be well worth it. I'm looking forward to just sitting down and talking to them. I've heard their names for forever, and I've met a couple of them, talked to them on the phone, but yeah, it'll be some good stories. I hope if I can pull it out of them.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, Brett, that's awesome.
I'm kind of excited. I've been working so hard. I mean, trying to make my plan work.
Yeah.
So
you got to get that plan. Yeah.
I just haven't had time to do a whole lot. I haven't even put a video up, or I took a tent. I put a canvas wall tent way up there in the middle of nowhere, thinking, well, at least I'll have a little bit of time, on the weekend, Friday or Saturday, just to go up there and spend a day or two, and hunt a little bit. But I set it up, and I've been up there once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just not enough time.
Oh, well, hopefully, you get that work shit figured out, and you can start hunting more and making more podcasts.
Yes, that's the plan. June is the cutoff date, really. Well, I think my son-in-law is he's going to come down and take over my business. So
Good.
That'll be good.
You get enough. We can get you on a weekly schedule. That'd be awesome. This daily.
Yeah,
I'm liking.
I had a lot of people call me and tell me of people I need to go talk to, and then a buddy of mine we were gonna go down into Arizona. He's from Arizona, and then he got the COVID and he got really sick.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Oh,
I got plans, man. I got plans.
You got plans. Well, Jason, you want to finish this podcast out with the? Do we got any more spots? That
we got to pay more bills.
Do we? I think we got to rerun stuff. I think we've played everything.
Well, we've got like 6 spots open still.
Oh, you want to sell more?
Well, I know we've got one to play today, but we've got like at least 4 or 5 more spots. I know. So if anybody out there is looking to advertise, we will.
I think we should just put in our dog food spot one more time.
Dude, yeah, roll that again.
Let's
They
get the
deserve
dog food here. And our new sponsor, dog food.
The W Podcast is fueled by low standard dog food. Our dog food has a rich tradition of supporting the Chinese Communist Party. Founded in 2021, Low Standard is proud of our history and the relationship it has built with the People's Republic of China. And in 3 months, there's only been 9 recalls. Made with 90% quality Wuhan mystery meat, Low Standard has one of the most flammable formulas on the market. For over 1/20th of a decade, this made-in-China product is guaranteed to make your dogs hungry 30 minutes later. And when we say made in China, we have a long track record of proudly including real bits of Wuhan factory worker from our repurposed lab. At Low Standard, we believe your dog should eat Chinese, not the other way around.
Oh,
that's too funny.
We're trying to pimp out the spots for ads, so we need some more ads. We're trying to make a podcast about ads.
Hit us up if you want to advertise. Hit us up.
Yeah, Facebook likes, podcast reviews, anything to pimp us out.
Shares. Yeah.
What now? I'm sorry, I lost you.
We're talking to customers, not you. But you could leave reviews for us too, Brett. Just so you know.
Yeah, after hearing
Podcast
all about how
reviews.
great you are, you should leave us a review.
Yeah. We should review each other's podcasts.
You lost him.
We lost him already.
No,
Well,
here
that's
I
all right.
am. I'm just having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, that's a good excuse, you know.
I'm old, man.
Well, let's wrap up our bet. How many counts did we get?
He blew all of us out of the water. I think I got 28.
28.
I've got.
I said 26.
Yeah, I've got 28.
28.
Shannon
who
won?
won?
Well, we were all under. I think you got.
Jason got
I think
26.
got
Jason's the
26.
winner. You know.
Boom.
Brett, we were betting on how many times we could get out of you.
That's not very nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Next time you hear me on a podcast, there's not going to be any knows. I'm going to work so hard at overcoming that.
It's going to be like a 3-minute podcast.
It's gonna be like an awkward kid talking to a new girl. It's gonna be like when your first date in high school. He's gonna be like really careful what he says. He's gonna be like really cautious because he's like, I'm just really nervous. Oh, Brett, thank you for being a good sport. You are killing it on the podcast, man. Everybody loves you.
I appreciate that.
Like you
That's
definitely
good.
got
Thank
your
you.
own style, and like I said, Steve
change
Fielder,
thing.
you guys all got your own thing going. People love it, and
Good.
we definitely yeah. So, anyways, we picked on everybody. We picked on Bear. We picked on Steve. We picked on you.
Good.
I don't know if we totally picked on me or not, but yeah.
We're always picking
What
on
have
you.
you done lately?
Yeah, you'll want to listen to this podcast whenever Friday comes around. Have we anything else? Do we got anything to sell? Have we sold
got
everything?
one more. Yeah, we got one more advertisement to throw here.
What's
and that's
that?
for our dating service.
Oh, we already did that.
Yeah, we did the dating.
Gosh, dang it. Yeah, we did the date. We did them all, Jason.
Well, they paid
I
for
stopped
2
Steve
spots.
midstream. I blew the script up, and I stopped Steve midstream to play that ad.
Way to go, buddy.
Or another ad. I don't know. We messed. Let's play it just in case.
We're all out of
Are you
sorts.
tired of looking for love in all the wrong
Have a
places?
good April Fools,
just to
guys.
Find out you've been barking up the wrong tree all night.
See you guys
Or
later.
Maybe you're just looking for that
See you later,
special
Brett.
someone to share
Okay,
those
we'll see
long
you. Thank you.
strolls through the
All
woods
right, man.
with. If this is you, you should join the thousands of other members on the only dating site dedicated specifically to houndsmen and houndswomen across the world.
We've heard that a lot of our customers come from small rural communities. And when you're dating in a small community, it's kind of like dating in a circle. And when you get to the end of the circle, you've either got to start dating people you've already dated before,
Everybody just look at Andrew.
or you've got to get out of the circle.
I tried to get out of the
bearded
circle,
man,
okay?
trashy dog.
I want back in the circle.
I'm on the hunt for a cougar. So if you're single and ready to mingle, You'll be barking up the right tree if you find me on
Cody's Hilliard.
Like a regular.
My last date was hot garbage.
There's hot garbage and there's a
warranty
dumpster fire.
replacement program. I had another one out to me in just 2 days.
I second
You're a
that.
woman that likes late
Chunky
nights
sour cream.
and long, cold trails.
Cold trails.
Look me up on DU Dating Service.
W dating app. Because what else are you going to do in quarantine? Hang out with your wife and kids?
Oh, well, April Fool's, everybody. We tried to put something together. It was last minute. I didn't know if Shannon's going to be able to pull it together, but we did it. Have a good one. We'll be back on our regular podcasting next week.